Hello everybody and welcome to Thursday Night Fights. The channel is G for G, the service is YouTube, the host is Napalm Dawn, the game is Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux 5.9. As always, disclaimer in the beginning of the video, have to give it every time, we'll continue to give it every time even though somehow it gets missed at times, not really too sure how. This is Beta 5.9 of Marvel Avengers Alliance Redux. This is not available to the public. It is a closed beta. The most recent version that is being worked on by the team is Beta 6, specifically Beta 6.04. It's right over there. I'm not using it for this video because I do not have these characters unlocked or this gear unlocked in Beta 6, so I am using the slightly older 5.9. Beta 6 and Beta 5.9 will have differences in what you see on the screen compared to 5.2. 5.2 is what is the most recent version available to download. It is linked below. If you have any other questions of that sort, please feel free to use the links to join the Redux Discord or the Redux Facebook group. There's been some comments lately like, what about Beta 9? I have no idea where that has come from. It's Beta 5.9 that you're seeing for this particular video. This is a viewer request from the Twitch stream last week. We are back to doing a little bit of some psychic work. Psychic teams are relatively accessible in the mid-game of Season 1. You're going to have Jean and Emma unlocked for you relatively early on. Later you're going to get Psylocke, who can contribute to a psychic team. On screen, the weapons are the COFK, the Souldrainer, the Cosmic Flare, just to have a sort of a theme with the two Phoenix 5 members, and the Skull Splitter. I'm going to add a surprise gun in a little bit, maybe towards Fight 3 or 4. But I think for the most part, I'm sticking with these heroes. I could add Psylocke, but I want to stick more to an early team that you can start building towards when Beta 6 gets released and have some relatively easy access to it. As always, there is no ETA on Beta 6 as of yet. The contest that is going to decide a winner of who gets added to the beta testing team, that is hopefully about ready to be finalized soon. All these submissions are in. It's just one or two people need to weigh in on their final thoughts of these submissions, and I think the next winner will be announced, and then that winner will be able to join the testing crew for the closed beta test. So we're going to go ahead and start our 5 fights with this particular gear. I am not going to change up the heroes, so we're going to go with Infiltrator, Phoenix 5, Emma Frost, Blaster, Phoenix 5, Phoenix or Jean Grey, and this time I'm going to go with a Tactician suit. I've done a lot of Infiltrator suits recently. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Tactician one to balance out the Blaster and the Infiltrator. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First team is, interestingly enough, the Experiment. That is a major problem for us because mental resilience. I think there is a BFF over there. I see Diamond Strength, Phoenix Rebirth, so he has some gear similar to my Agent, and he has the Experiment, which when used is supposed to make the enemy use more stamina attacking anybody with that buff. So kind of this is a good team to counter us. So there is a Tactician over there, so I'm going to Psychic Tap the Cap to get my Infiltrator reflexes going on. Let's see what the enemy agent does. Girl's best friend, but it's Blaster on Blaster. However, Strengthened being added to... Oh, Wolverine's going to be bad. let's go ahead and do this. Since there are no infiltrators, I'm going to Cosmic Flame myself. And I'm going to weaken the enemy team to psychic attacks with the Skullripper. That's actually going to apply Soulfire. Now, if they had buffs, that would take their buffs off. We get super, super lucky that Wolverine recharges over there. Very, very, very lucky on that. We're going to walk around Cap. So, I'm going to go ahead and bash the enemy agent. Looks like we did not get a stun. He goes into Shield Guard, and it procs the Mental Blast. Interesting. Do I do the Migraine? No. I think I will go for the stun on the enemy agent. Good. Okay, perfect. He cooks in the Soulfire, but his Phoenix Rebirth gear gives him a little bit of a leg up. Attack with the Souldrainer, and he's out of there. So fortunately, we do not have to deal with the experiment, but we do know Wolverine is... Oh my god. That is so much of what I was afraid of. Emma should counter that. Perfect. We get a stun, which is good. Let's Psychic Tap. Ah, boy, that's tough. It's gonna give him a Scrapper bonus. Okay. Just gonna go straight damage from the Psychic Tap. The Scarring is in effect. But okay, good. That's what I was hoping for. The damage was high. And that means I'm gonna Skullripper again, which will take out the cap. It'll weaken Wolverine a little bit. He'll heal it back up. But at least now it's a 2-on-1. Okay, not bad. Could have been worse. It's worse. A retaliatory Psychic Tap, which is great. If Emma survives this, I'm going to try for the stun. Good. And now, basically, my agent just has to be the one to get the kill over here. He has Weak Mind. This is a psychic energy attack. It should do more damage. It's close. It's so close. Yeah, so that is a bug we've seen before in some of these videos. The heal is calculated after the dot, not before. So essentially what happens is the dots kill the enemy, but then the hot, or the heal over time, resurrects them. That is death. Okay. Wow. The Brute is what I'm wearing in my PvE gear, not my PvAI gear. There does seem to be a little bit of a bug of the wrong display over there, but the team worked out pretty well. That's what we would expect the team to do. This is going to be similar, except they have Phoenix 5 Colossus. That is good for Jean. With the exception, there's a Tactician Emma Frost over there. It's not good for Jean, but it's good for my Emma. Once again, I think I will do the Cosmic Flame on myself. There's no infiltrators over there, so Skullripper time. Ooh, big hit. Big hit. Colossus will die. I don't need to expend any effort on him. I do not need to do mental trauma. I'm just going to do that. I guess you could call that Emma on Emma thought crimes there. Fault Eater, not much to write home about. The Phoenix Fire is bugged in this version. I can use it even though nobody has died. It's a bit of a cheese. I use it on stream a lot when we're doing PvE with Jean, because it does a bucket of damage, but we're going to respect that this is supposed to be PVAI when you get a hold of the game in Beta 6, so we want to respect the fact that we hope a bug like this would be fixed. So I'm going to go ahead and not use it and just do this. Colossus is out of there. Go for the enemy agent again on the Souldrainer. Big damage, like we would expect. They do have weak mind. I might take a stun. Seems I didn't. That biofeedback's actually kind of painful there. Emma kicks Emma in the face. Okay, there we go. Little better than the first one. A lot better than the first one. We are now 2 for 2. Let's go for 3 for 3. We're going to keep the gear the same for this one. We have Emma and Mockingbird. This is a very common team that you're going to see in the early seasons. The enemy agent uses some of the downgraded mind gear. I think that is not the upgraded version of that particular gun. I think it's the lower one. But we do have a scrapper over there, which could be bad for my infiltrator. Thought crimes again. Mockingbird recharges. That's pretty good. Mocking Blow could be quite deadly to this team. We saw it on the stream earlier today when I had a task to do some PvP. Again, my agent is not going to be thwarted by any infiltrators, so Cosmic Flame Skullripper. God, I love those crits. I love seeing 3 giant yellow damage numbers go out over there. Pole vault combo setup, not too bad, but could be bad if the Mocking Blow comes around. We take our own Skullripper shot. Retaliatory Psychic Tap, that's good. I'm going to try to stun Mockingbird. It's going to be worth it, because if she gets going, it could spell death. Ooh, she takes a stun. Perfect. Emma tries to dish out her own stun, and it fails. Mind Link, or Unlock Potential, as you remember, is supposed to give everybody's stamina back, and it also gives Potential Unleashed. Yeah, there we go. Mockingbird, oh my god. It is a good thing Mockingbird is stunned for now. Look at the buff to her stats. You know what? Let's do it ourselves. Who is next up for my team? The agent. Alright, so I'm going to unlock the agent. And now I'm going to do AoE. They're going to do weakened damage because of the migraine. Mockingbird dies. I'm now buffed. Let's get rid of the agent before he scrappers my infiltrator. Big damage like you would expect. And we get the overkill. And we get the kill. Okay. 3 for 3. Plan is working out quite well. Now, the thing that I want to do here is I didn't check beforehand to see if I have a particular gun that has a little bit of a... I have it. Okay, good. So I'm going to try to find it, and I want to replace... That's the heal. I'm going to replace the COFK, because we don't seem to be using it. Hopefully I can find it easily on the list. I think it should be about halfway through the list. It's a little bit of a surprise gun. You would think that it would not go with the psychic set. However, it actually kind of does, because the damage it does is psychic energy. So that is the encephalizer. To show you what it does, Oh, maybe it's not going to appear over here. Yeah, it's not going to appear over here because it is equipped, so I think I cannot attempt to sell it. It's a psychic energy gun, believe it or not. Scrapper. Yep, so kind of a repeat of the hardest team we fought so far today. Let's see if we can learn from it. That's kind of good for us because it's going to do the huge mental anguish. The Encephalizer ignores defense and hits all enemies. So, first thing we could do is, of course, weaken everybody to psychic attacks. Ah, there was a blaster over there. Should have taken advantage of it. Unfortunately, there's the strengthened again. The Souldrainer counter, which is good. Now we need to try to stun Wolverine. Yeah, I think it's worth it. We've got to try to stun him. Unfortunately, he gets the hot dot resurrection. And my agent is out of there before the Encephalizer could be used. That's rough. Okay. Mental resilience kicks in on the enemy agent like we would expect. There goes the experiment usage, which we had tried so much to avoid the first time we fought this team. I have to attack Wolverine. Okay, Wolverine is out of there before he can do more damage. Let's try to stun the enemy agent, which we do. Get lucky. He's still healing, but this should take care of him. So we have learned from the first time we fought this team and did a pretty good job neutralizing Wolverine before he could run through the team, but we did not get to see the Encephalizer. Oh boy, it's them again. Alright, same thing. Wolverine goes early, which means he will beat out the Strengthen. Point in our favor. That is not good, though. He gets the Scrapper attacks, but he does not get the stun. Let's try to get our own stun on him. Nope. Nice miss. Great miss there with the Tactician on an Infiltrator. And the Psychic Tap applied, so once again, Cap is just about out of there. Skullripper. Cap's gone. Wolverine's low. Emma could go for a stun kick on him, which is not great. It's an Infiltrator on a Scrapper. Biofeedback and bleeding, though. That's rough. A Revenge Psychic Tap. I could do AoE with the Mental Trauma, which would reduce his damage, but a straight-up hope for a stun, I think, is better. Ooh, we didn't get it. We are in some... Oh boy, wow, did we get super lucky. He's not dead yet, but we still have the AoE from the Encephalizer, so let's see what happens. Oh, that's right, that's the purple wave gun. I remember that effect now. Emma's gonna die to dogs. However, we are super healthy in the remaining two, and Wolverine was put as a non-factor over there. Souldrainer for the win. Okay. 5 out of 5 wins. We were pushed a little bit. That first match, of course, was really, really bad. But one of the best things that you can do is learn from this kind of stuff. So I think we're good there. Let's do one bonus fight and add Psylocke to it. This obviously is not going to count for the 5 out of 5. And Psylocke does come later in Season 1. But it would be kind of cool to see if our mental coordination could help us out a little bit over here. Enchanted Crowbar attack, Bruiser on a Tactician, so nothing crazy there. Nice Souldrainer counter. We have Human Torch over there, so unfortunately, Cosmic Flaming him is a bit of a bad idea. And there's an Infiltrator. I don't want to put him on fire, so I'm going to single target the enemy agent instead. Not bad. This should be a nice crit. Yeah, that's good stuff. A recharge on Invisible Woman. Interesting. This is going to activate Plasma Body. But I think I want to save him. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Now that the Cosmic Flame has gone... Oh, it has not gone off. Oh boy. It should have. When I did the single target, Soul's Wrath should have gone away. Yeah, Souldrainer, Invisible Woman. Well, I should try to single target Human Torch for the extra turn, but Soul's Wrath is still on me. I don't want to put him on fire. She does not counter because the attack was psychic. Ooh, ouch. That's an owie. Okay. It's now 3-on-1, but that is a strong one. We have a melee attack here. Ooh, I think I clicked. I meant to click my agent. Not great. Soul's Wrath is still on me. Kind of weak damage. A nice counter. This is fire. Oh boy. I think I want to Mind Link Phoenix. Draw the attacks to her because she's the healthiest. Mental coordination again. We haven't procced any extra attacks, so Psylocke is coming up a little bit short. That's pretty good damage, though. That's also good. So, Psylocke has finally made her presence shown with some solid damage and drawing Phoenix in with the coordination. Encephalizer. Okay. Tricky. We wanted to make sure we walked around some class bonuses there and his healing when he is on fire. So that's just some smart combat there. It's what's best for business. Okay guys, there is Thursday Night Fights, and this was a viewer request of doing a mostly psychic based team. I already have an idea for next week. However, if you have any viewer requests, go ahead and put them down below and I can get to it in 2 weeks. If there are multiple requests down there, I will go ahead and pick one and announce it. So feel free to come by the Facebook group or go to the Discord channel. Everything is linked below. As always, have a great weekend and stay safe out there. Have a good one, folks.